Honorable Steve Swart.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker, the ACDP supports this bill, which is drafted in the wider context of the 2008 financial crisis and its consequences. And this was pointed out by previous speakers as well. It is aimed at protecting financial stability, minimizing reliance on public funds, i.e. that is the taxpayer, and securing depositors' funds. And this is in the event that one or any number of South Africa's financial institutions fail in their functions and responsibilities as a result of a systemic financial crisis. This bill and the provisions of it are therefore to be welcomed and supported. And in particular, the ACDP notes the establishment of the Deposit Insurance Fund and the establishment of the Corporation for Deposit Insurance to administer this fund, and that the fund will be financed by premiums from licensed banks, which will be members of the corporation that will administer the fund. Now, we are relatively satisfied that because of this bill, the taxpayers in future will not be required to pay the price of systemic and or institutional failures. And in this regard, we trust that banks in question will be able to absorb the premiums that will be required without passing the cost of these premiums onto clients and their customers. Deputy Speaker, we also appreciate that the committee in its report has warned that the presence of this fund should not cause banks to operate recklessly simply because there is this insurance, and that there should be effective oversight over the fund and over the corporation. And of course, Parliament in exercising its oversight role also has an important role in this regard to play. While the ACDP recognizes the financial insecurity and systemic failure that in the interdependent and globalized world can result from the decisions and actions of those beyond our country's borders, we call on the South African financial institutions to operate with discernment and transparency while having the well-being of all stakeholders in mind, and that in particular relating to the depositors. We should remember that the failure of the same institutions in the United States to do just this was instrumental in causing the 2008 global financial crisis, and this must be prevented at all costs. The ACDP will support this bill. I thank you, Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much.